Godox RS60Bi. This is the 2-kit system. Here are all the components in this kit. If you ever had any other Godox products, any other lights, even their strobes, this feels the same kind of quality as those kinds of cases that comes with those strobes. I've been playing around now with these lights. Here are my very first impressions. Here's where you mount the light if you're going to use it in this way. There's already some hanging of this cable. I kind of wish they had a right angle because it's going to naturally sink down. So eventually there might be a problem with that connection. That's just something I've noticed with other products that I've used, but it's a really long, here's another one of the cables, really long cable. And I like that Godox is now already giving you a full-on Velcro wrap versus those twisty ties that people just throw away anyways. I like that this is usable now out of the box. So this is what the fixture looks like, and it breaks down pretty small. So it already comes with the AC attachment, and then you undo that. That one comes out, and then you can undo this Fresnel light here. That comes out, and it's really just this. And I think with that USB-C connection, you could plug this with it has to be capable of the power delivery, but just plug it in there, and this is all you really need for the light. I was trying to find out what the difference was between the MS and the RS. I think the MS, from what I saw on the website, it was really just the color because it was all matte black, and it could do DMX or more advanced controls when you have a whole system of them and you want to control them all with an app or a control board. This one, I don't think that has that, but also I'm curious if the build quality is the same because looking at this online, it looked like this was all going to be aluminum or some kind of metal or something stronger, but this is straight up all plastic as far as I can tell, and there is a bit of wobbliness with the lens here and even the connections here. So here's how you connect all of the accessories back here, and even the latches, those are plastic, those aren't metal. It's not creating a lot of faith in the longevity of this product since it's all plastic, and I'm imagining it gets really hot. And when I turned it on, I heard the fan already. It might be an issue if you put this right next to a microphone, but I don't think it's gonna really pick up. And then here's the batteries. When I plugged it in, it was basically all drained, so I got to charge this up. There is a battery indicator, but there's no button on these batteries to show you how much battery life it has left. You have to just plug it in and turn it on to see. Turn that on, and then you have to rotate this to lock it. So since this is bicolor, let me switch to, change the bicolor so you can see. Let me go back to, let me just do 51, and then we go to dimming. It's at 100. And let's bring this all the way down. When I had the battery in, when I was testing it out, the battery life shows up on this LCD screen, so you could see how much life you got. And it counts down by time, by minutes, based on the percentage of what you're juicing up the light with. But when I plugged this in, it said it had like 17 minutes, but it quickly died. So I don't know how reliable the battery indicator is when the battery is really already running low. But that's how it works. I'll turn this off. And I think there's an app that also controls this. I'll look into that once I do a full review of this. But that's what you get, and these are just filters that magnetize to the front. Dome just magnetizes. And I was curious if this was the same kind of accessories that Godox has with their strobes. So I have that here. Here's the Godox strobe accessories I have for my on-camera flash. And it kind of looks the same, but these, they fit. Okay, so they're the same accessories. It looks like they're the same size accessories as if you have those circular flashes. Yeah, looks like it's the same. These are other Godox accessories for my LED lights. But I noticed this lens mount is a different kind of lens mount than the other smaller Godox lights. So this is, for example, this one right here allows me to connect my 8300 to a Bowens mount. It does not fit on this. And I have this bubble diffusion for my LED lights, and it comes with it, does not fit. Comes with its own bubble, which I think is the same as this bubble, but this one has its mount here, and this mount works, fits, it's smaller. SCL2, I'm not sure if I like this yet, this Fresnel, because it is kind of heavy, and there's no barn doors or anything. Maybe there's barn doors as an accessory, or there's like a projector attachment. I don't know any of the attachments, that I have to look into all that. But it comes with this one. And then the other piece of kit that this comes with, or the modifier, is this softbox. But the softbox kit, it's like an old school style softbox. When these kind of softboxes originally came out, you had all of these, you had to lock them in one at a time to each one of the holes, and then you had to spread it out, and then it became that was a pain in the butt. So this makes you do that, and you have to, if you want to collapse it and put it back in its package, you have to undo all of them in order to do that. You can't just set it all in and then collapse it like Godox has with all of their other newer softboxes, and even the softboxes that now you can collapse it like that. So I don't even think I'm gonna use this unless I have a lot of time to set up. So here are the barn door modifiers that go on the regular strobes from Godox, and it fits exactly perfectly on the RS here. Very lightweight, but I have noticed that this is only at a small percentage power, and I could feel the heat here. So I don't know if this modifier could withstand the heat after a long period of time, because on a strobe, you don't have a constant heat coming from a strobe. So this could be plastic, and it's flimsy. So that's the plastic one, and here's Godox's RS version, and this is all metal, pretty robust, heavier, a little bit wider doors. Slips on like that. All metal. It's on pretty well. And I think these are a lot better. So I take that back about using the same strobe modifiers on this. Since it's constant power and there is some heat over time if you're going to use this for a long time, which for continuous lights, that's one of the purposes. You want to use it, have it on all day. I think I'm just going to stick with what comes included in the kit, these metal barn doors. And in the kit that I got, the 2-light kit, it only comes with one barn door. So one of the first optional additional modifiers that I'm going to purchase is to get a second barn door here for the Godox RS, so that I can have one on each, because I do like these barn doors. It's just like your traditional tungsten lights that you had back in the day, but you can touch them now because it doesn't get that much heat, and you could really shape the light surprisingly well. What I like to do is use these as either background lights, or these are my hair lights for interviews. Yeah, so I like this, and just if you're trying to save money to get these cheaper modifiers on the strobes, they work, but I just don't think all plastic is gonna last very long on those units, whereas the metal ones, these feel like they're gonna last a long time.